welcome to Gemstones Tarot. Let me scooch. Let me scooch in my creek. I really must replace this chair, I suppose, but I can get attached to things and it's kind of antique-ish. Thursday the 22nd. Somebody asked the other day in the comments, how can you do a tarot for the next day? I do. The tarot is for the next day. So this is for Thursday the 22nd. And when you get it, it's probably the next day. But if you're in Australia, maybe not the next day. But honestly, as well, I'm at the top of my game remembering the date and the year. So it is what it is. But what I have done is remembered the tarot I was trying to talk to you about maybe 3 or 4 days ago, can't even remember when, and I couldn't remember the name of it, and I just couldn't be asked to make myself remember. So I was walking down the stairs, minding my own business, and the name of it popped into my head. El Goliath Tarot. Yes, it is. So this is a tarot made by a Scorpio man called El Goliath. Probably isn't his real name, but you know, whatever, he's an artiste. Very much one of my favourites. God knows about the availability these days because I haven't looked at it, but this is the first thing he did. He made these really big cards, and then I think he might have done one that was smaller. I should look into it actually, because I probably quite like it. But anywho, we're using the original El Goliath Tarot. So it has the normal 78 cards that you'd expect from the tarot, and then he's thrown a few more in just for luck. I think it's 10 more. So they're like extra major arcana cards, and they're very effective. So I may take 2 more in a minute, maybe. Okay. Does that say that? I think it does. Today, the light is just not reaching the house, as they say. The light is not reaching the house. It's just not coming in. So it's lights on in the daytime. And lights on in the daytime is like being a kid, summer holidays, curtains shut because you've got a headache. Been there. Lying on a black vinyl sofa with a migraine, sweating it out on a hot summer's day, with the curtains drawn, and your friends are playing outside. So it's that feeling today of just, I don't know, I know we've just had Blue Monday, haven't we, or whatever they call it, that part where you just think, where's the light? Where is the light? So that has prompted me to go into tarot cupboard and to fetch out just one of my darker decks, which is the El Goliath. So we start with the cosmic, is it Huntress? I always want to say Heiress, and I don't think I have, look. Got my glasses case. Got my posh glasses. It's very rare that my glasses make it into a case. I'm sure you find it very unsurprising to know. But today they did. The posh glasses. Realised I should be looking after them because they're prescription. Okay, the Cosmic Huntress. And I'm guessing, and I know I'm bad at guessing, but I do think this is an owl. What's in the eyes? What's going on with the eyes? Ooh. So the eyes must be reflecting maybe what the owl can see. And that looks to me like kind of stars. Anyway, very interestingly, we've got like an owl with antlers, which is sort of divine masculine kind of energy. But also Huntress is kind of divine feminine masculine Athena kind of energy as well, which I really, really like. And we've got a dream catcher in the middle of the antlers. Dream catchers. So I always was a bit sniffy about dream catchers, and then one of you made me a pair of dream catchers earrings a while ago, and they were fantastic, and they felt really good energy. And then I stayed at someone else's house that had a big dream catcher and had the best sleep. So I'm a little bit sold on the dream catcher phenomenon, I have to say. And I like this idea of it just, it's almost being a net for the information or the juju that you can hunt down. Okay? Then we get more antlers. We're very antler heavy, okay, for this reading. We get moose. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I love the bird sitting on his head. It's like, imagine them talking to each other. You right, Brian? Yeah, I'm alright. How are you? I'm alright, actually. I went out last night. I had a pint and a kebab. It was great. I watched the villa. That's Birmingham accent. Well, it's not. Those of you in Birmingham, feel free to be like, no, it is not. But it's me attempting to do one because, yes, my family supports a football team from Birmingham, Aston Villa. Okay. The Knight of Wands, the kind-hearted moose. And he does look like a kind-hearted moose. And the Knight of Wands is, I remember the late and so great Jonathan Caner worship. He used to always say that the Knight of Wands was like a visitor that kind of was like a dairy product that went off after 3 days, but you were just so thrilled they shake up the house while they're there, you know, that kind of energy. So this could be someone else, an external person to you or external force to you, but it could also be you. But it's a simple feeling, and I think, yeah, it has the same feathers, hasn't it, coming off the antlers. I've just noticed that now. And this came up, and I can't remember because I've started doing the monthlies, so, but it came up with the Page of Wands. It's possibly a daily, it was possibly yesterday, I'm not sure. Who knows? But this energy of being the innocent, of rushing for something, of being passionate, of being like, yes, yes, type thing. So there's a little bit of an eternal yes coming up, which is very, very nice. And then we also get the Nine of Wands. Let's just check that it is. The Nine of Wands. The darkness before dawn. Interesting. And there's this little ray of light that is shining through. And with the Nine of Wands, it's very often boundaries or defences. You know, we've built this thing up, but this little shaft of light gets through. So there's something here about waking up. There's something here about feeling, because the Queen of Wands is very confident, forceful, assured, passionate, and the Knight of Wands is even more so the innocent, the rush, the person, the guest, the passion. And that breaks through what are the limits, I think, that we've placed on ourselves. Let's have a look at a couple more cards. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oof. I love that one. Wow. We get the Queen of Pentacles, which goes very well, I think, with the Queen of Wands, because one is about fire and woohoo and let's get on it and because I said so and the diva. And the Queen of Pentacles is about making sure the details are checked off and that you're patient, and this could be the long game. And it definitely could be the long game, because the last card I get is the Tower or the Burning Tree. I particularly like this one. I know it's a bit dramatic, but there's something here about making a move, not being afraid to create the Tower energy. Knowing that you may be bringing something down, that you may be uncovering something, that you may be revealing something, but you're not afraid to do so. You're not afraid to let the light in and show what's really happening. And this could be on a macro level or a micro level, but it's powerful. It's something shining through the darkness. Oh, I like that. Got my hot water bottle today, by the way. Very, very nice. Leave me a comment and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.